Okay, we'll be beginning this lesson from Amar Rab Acha, which is right here. Amar Rab Acha, Amar Rab Chia bar Ashi, Amar Rab Ami. Let's put some commas in here so we'll see what's going on. We learned that whenever there are names that are put like this, Rab Acha said, Rab Chia bar Ashi said, Rab Ami said, that Rab Acha says is actually saying it in the name of Rab Chia bar Ashi, who's saying it in the name of Rab Ami. And we learned that Rab Acha is a student of Rab Chia bar Ashi, and he's a student, and Rab Chia bar Ashi is a student of Rab Ami. So we actually have 3 generations of teacher-student here. That's how it works. It would be different if it says Amar Rab Acha Mishum Rab Chia bar Ashi. That would mean that he's actually not a student, and he just heard it in his name, but not a direct teacher-student relationship. Okay, so what did Rab Ami say that was being quoted by these others? Zomer, which means pruning. I'll write that in, even though we did that before. Pruning. Chayv Mishum Notע. Is Chayv because it goes under the category of planting. Now, if you remember, Rashi told us that Zomer is a tolda. He said Notע is an av. Tolda means it's an offshoot of the main malacha. Notע would be the main malacha, and Zomer would be its offshoot, its branch malacha. Notע, but planting itself, someone actually plants a tree, mavrich, and layering, which I showed you a picture of before, markiv, and grafting. So now we have 3 other malachas, which is planting trees, layering, and grafting. All of these are chayev mishum zeireya, are chayev because of zeireya. Okay, pretty simple. I guess I should make a little chart over here. I'm going to do a little bit of erasing right here. Let's make erasing, and we'll try to clarify this to the best of our ability, just so we can write and make some notes. Okay, now our notes. So if I would put in the top malacha would be zeireya. That we had in the Mishnah. But Rashi told us that that is by seeds that we learned in the last Gemara. And at the same level as Notע, which both of them are aves, and that Rashi told us earlier, that is by trees. But it's the same thing, it's planting. And the question is, planting what? So it's either seeds or trees. Now under Notع we also had mavrich, which we said is layering. And we said markiv is grafting. Okay, so the Gemara, the first thing the Gemara says that zomer, which means pruning, I assume that's how you spell it, goes under the category of Notع. Actually, you know what, let's change that color so it'll be a little clearer. Zomer goes under the category of Notع. It's a tolda of Notع. I'll write that in over here. Tolda. That's the first thing that Rab Ami says. The next thing that Rab Ami says is that these 3 are a tolda, or not a tolda, but they go under the category of zeireya. So let's look back in our Gemara. Again, Rab Chia bar Ashi and Rab Acha says the name of Rab Chia bar Ashi, says the name of Rab Ami, that Zomer is chayev because of Notع, planting. Notع, mavrich and markiv is chayev mishum zeireya. The Gemara immediately asks, mishum zeireya in it means actually yes, which is a little surprising, or you can say it as ein, and it's actually originally spelt as hain, which hain obviously means yes. And 2 of the Tanoim, Shmai and Naftalian, couldn't say the H sound. So, like instead of happy, they would say appy. So the Gemara uses that word for yes instead of saying hein. The Gemara says ein. That's what I was taught. Mishum Zereya ein, yes, but Mishum Neiteya loy, but not because of Neiteya! Exclamation. So what we're saying here is that Mavrich, Markiv, and Neiteya were all under one category, and we said that category is Chayiv because of Zereya, because of planting seeds. So the Gemara now asks on these two right here. Rashi is going to speak out. These are only Chayiv because of Zereya. What about Neiteya? See over here, there's Neiteya. What about that one? Why don't these two categories, Mavrich and Markiv, go under Neiteya? We said that Neiteya was equal to Zereya. So put these two over here. Let's make a different color, and this would be the Gemara's question color. Why don't we say that these just go under that category? Why do we say that they all have to go under Zereya? And Rashi is going to explain to us the difference. But let's take a moment to finish the Gemara. And the Gemara answers, Ema, say, Af Mishum Zereya. Also, because of Zereya. So in the end, the Gemara is saying that, yes, of course, Markiv and Mavrich is Chayiv because of Neiteya. But the Chiddush is that it's also Chayiv because of Zereya. Okay, I want to point out over here that Markiv, Mavrich, and Neiteya, and Zereya, and Zereya, are all Avos. So let's make an Avos color so we can, let's see how to do this. If I put it in blue like this, that's an Av. If I put it in little green, let's do like that. That's a tilde. I don't know if that's great. Let's make it in another color for a tilde. That's a tilde. So those are Avos, and these four are Avos. Let's write that in. So we have over here 4 Avos and 1 tilde. Now the Gemara told us before that if you do all 5 of them in one go, you're going to be Chayiv only 1 karban. However, if you do Zomer, now we're learning that if you do Zomer, for example, Zomer right here, and you do it together with Zereya, and you don't do these, if you don't do those, you only do Zomer and Zereya, these two, so that combination is going to make you Chayiv too, because Zomer is only connected to Zereya through Neiteya, and if you didn't do Neiteya, then these are not connected. There's a, like in the network, that's considered like a break, and therefore you'll be Chayiv 2 Chatois. I have to stop here, but we'll have to learn the Rashis in another video.